1-2.
So is this testing? Yeah. Right, so Brooks are arriving as we speak. I need to get those cameras working. Might be a bit of a delay as we come between the video and the sound. It should start syncing. Brooks again, they do look very close. Big shout out to that. Proud that Brooks Junior World Championship bronze medalist last summer. Also got Harry Brightwell. In the driving seat, Cox there, Matt Tarrant somewhere in there. And hopefully the Brooks boys are going to be coming to speak to us a bit later. So Brooks are the current holders. Last year we had a cancellation due to bad weather, but 2016 Head of the River, Brooks were the winners. So Brooks 2 and Thames go down. Brooks 2, but a leading Thames finish. I don't know for hard. Brooks second late. Joel Tassell. And here come Icy. Looks like Mosey are pushing Icy very hard here. Big shout out to Icy. We're currently based on their roof. Very kind of them. Keep it down there. Mosey are coming wide to come around them. Mosey pushing them hard. Mosey here, believe in the 5 seat. Obviously, Mosey big name, GB Rowing team. The under 2 on the half Cox single along with Harry Brightmore. James Salop should be in that boat. We've got, you can see UL going down there. We were with UL training yesterday. UL looking very good in training and looking very good as they come down here. We've got a big cluster of crews coming now. Number 12, Brooks 3. We've got, I believe, Molesey 2 and Scullers first 8 coming down. Tideway Scullers, I think I can see Lawrence Johnson in the 6th seat. Big shout out to Lawrence. He's only a junior. Hoping to go to junior worlds this summer. Thames, this must be Thames 2. Here we've got Newcastle University number 13, Edinburgh University pushing very hard at them. Looks like Edinburgh have got straight man as they come past us here. They're looking very sharp. Looks like on the draw 2 Newcastle 8s going off very close together, so we should be expecting Newcastle's second 8 coming shortly after. Yeah, just coming past the trees Here comes Newcastle's second 8. Bit of a cap of the cruise now. I think we're expecting London Rowing Club's first 8 to be coming through. Okay, so that looks to be Brooks 4 coming down now. Closely followed by, could that be, I'm not entirely sure who that is, number, could be Agecroft 18. I'm looking. 18, yes, that is Agecroft, followed by London Rowing Club. I believe the prize givings at London Rowing Club this year, alternating between London and Thames. And number 17, Upper Thames. Upper Thames based on a bit of a nicer stretch of the tideway on the Thames here than here. Not the tideway, sorry. And this is Durham University's first 8 coming past us now. Very recognisable in lilac there. And ICBC second 8. Big shout out to ICBC. Should be Wilfred Brock, boxing that 8. We wouldn't be able to do this live stream without him. ICBC looking strong. Number 22, that's our first international crew to come down. They're German crew from Stuttgart 1899, I believe. Probably saying that wrong. And here, number 24, Kingston Rowing Club. Kingston coming down now. That nice red and white stripe. Ooh, and who's number 23? Number 23 is another German crew. They look to have a pretty nice boat. See that recognisable dark green on the top of that Alpaca? Another German crew. And then this is the Scullers second 8 also coming down. Closely followed by University of London second 8. We also have some footage of the trainer yesterday morning. He very good training. Hopefully they get a good result here today. And this must be Leander 3, I believe. Yes, Leander 3. Keep going down there. Stroke seat. Possibly might have got that wrong. Looks like James Salop's just come past us now, possibly Leander 3. Maybe it's Leander 2. This looks like Agecroft second 8, and then is this a third 8 from Newcastle? Show you a lot of depth here from Newcastle. 3 8s coming off the top 50 crews. Royal Chester, 28 coming down now.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot wider lines.
Sorry, I will speak up. I'm not really sure if you want to hear what I'm saying, guys, but I will speak up then. Who's going past us now? It looks like a composite crew. Half blue and white blades and half red blades. So let's have a look.
Followed by Lee Rowing Club. Got Callum Prosser in the bow seat of that boat. Did pretty well at Wallingford Head earlier in the year. Definitely a crew that's starting to step up with their training now. Followed by another Brooks crew.
We've got Brooks coming down now. Could it be Brooks 4? I've almost lost count. We've got UL 3 coming down now. University of London have 4 8s, I believe. 4 8s racing Weehawk yesterday and 4 8s racing Head of the River today.
Another big shout out to Alex Stevens in the 7th seat of that boat.
got another Thames 8 coming down now as well. Oh, much better volume. Brilliant. Could you give boat numbers so we know what we're looking at? I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to give you boat numbers at the same time, but if I can, I will. Still feels like, possibly like the headwind has died down a little bit as we come down. It was feeling pretty strong earlier, but it seems to be our gazebo is sitting a little bit more stable. Hopefully it's... So who's... Oh, we've got a big crosslope cruise now. So who could that be? Got any? Who does that look like? Could that be Vesta? I'm tempted to say that could be Vesta. Followed by another Edinburgh 8, and again I couldn't tell you. Possibly another international crew. We should have a few international crews coming down soon. I think we have 19 international crews with us today. From all over the world. We have some German crews, Czech crews, I think I saw a Swiss crew on the draw, an Italian crew. Great to have some international crews coming down for this big event. Brilliantly run. Sorry, it's a bit difficult. My eyesight is not brilliant. That looks like to be 42. 42 is a Swiss crew. I'm going to pronounce it wrong, so I'm not going to pronounce it for you.
First set of crews have started paddling back up alongside the embankment. Brooks A, Thames A, Brooks B and Imperial.
We've got another two crews coming very close now. Number 40, I think. Thing is, that looks like 42 as well, so for the moment, I don't think I could tell you. 40 and 42. And 44, I think. Queen's University Belfast. 44, they are coming past now. I can definitely read that. So, one of our international crews possibly. Now this looks like Brooks. I've lost count of how many Brooks crews have come past, to be quite honest. Possibly Brooks 5. Number 47, I think. Yes, Brooks F. A lot of depth in the Brooks squad at the moment. Very impressive, especially the last 2016 Head of the River. They had crews placing first and fourth, so it'll be really impressive to see what kind of depth they can put out today. Looks like 48 have also just come past. 49 maybe? Could be curly, dark green. Not entirely sure. Oh, we've got someone watching from Switzerland. Brilliant. 42 is Vuvi. Thank you. I'm afraid I don't speak French, so I'm going to avoid pronouncing anything like that. Speak Spanish instead, but I don't think we've got any Spanish crews here with us today. This looks like a number 40 something. Now I can definitely see UL's 4th 8 coming down now. But who's ahead of them? I can't quite see. 49, so no, so my bad. This is Curlew coming down now in the light blue. Closely followed by University of London in that recognisable purple. We've also got a crew without a bow number. Afraid we can't tell you who those are.
Just noticed we've big shout out to the Head of the River team. They've given us the results page a little bit earlier than everyone else. We're still waiting on the first update for the results, but as soon as they refresh that page, we'll come at you with the live results.
We've also got Lee Rowing Club in that recognisable orange, closely followed by, could be Monmouth, I'm tempted to say, in that kind of brown colour, followed by number 52 from Warwick University. Warwick University are probably best known for their calendars that they make for charity, but here we are. They look to be coming quite wide now, Warwick. They probably want to be sticking a little bit close to that line of boats. Number 54, that's now City of Oxford. Coming down looking pretty sharp. City of Oxford. And now, this must be 53, Wallingford. Wallingford and City of Oxford probably pretty local to each other there. Any news on Hartford? Greetings from Toronto. Toronto, my God, brilliant. Toronto's a long way off. I have been to Canada. Never been to Toronto. Sorry, just some fillers while we get some crews out there. This looks like Molesey again. I think I've lost count. Let me try and see which Molesey that is. That looks like Molesey C.
And Exeter University, I think.
Yes, looks like Exeter University. I've been following Exeter University on their Instagram stories recently, especially in around International Women's Day. They have a very compatible men's and women's squad all training together, which is great to see. That kind of equality throughout boat clubs nowadays.
Passing us now, Bristol B, I believe. Bristol B?
Could be Bristol B. Yes, that is Bristol B.
Another shout out. Will Stoner in the 3 seat there.
And looks like Newcastle could be coming down now. Newcastle E. Yeah.
A lot of depth. A lot of depth in that squad now. Their training sounds pretty rough over at Newcastle.
Got a pretty good bucket hat there in that Newcastle 5 seat.
Loving it.
Shielding this blinding sunlight we've got as ever on the Tideway. But there you go. Fashion is fashion. Who have we got here? 59. 59. Rate is looking pretty low. Shrewsbury, no, that's Sabrina. But that does look like Shrewsbury.
Ah, so the old Shrewsbury boys. Understood. Followed by Newcastle and
Looks like London, possibly. I think that should be London.
there's a
Rowing
lot of
Club.
Newcastle boats out today. A lot of Newcastle boats.
57 Quinton Rowing Club. There should be some drone footage coming from the brilliant organisers who've managed to organise some drone footage for you up near the start. That wasn't live this morning, unfortunately. I can tell you that's very difficult to do technically, but now in dark green, 63 Exeter University, must be Exeter University B, and this looks like Vesta. Yes, Vesta Rowing Club F.
Big cheers for Vesta as they move past the embankment. The crowd's going wild next to us.
Following them, we've got Royal Shrewsbury School who are just coming down.
Another Shrewsbury boat.
That is the Shrewsbury Juniors, but big articles. We've got Schools Head tomorrow. Catch our Schools Head live stream tomorrow.
Definitely. Followed again by another Thames boat.
Cheer from Thames is also very big. We're next door to Thames here at IC. Now, could this be someone like Nottingham? These colours. Nottingham University, there we go. That dark green and yellow, and this looks like University College London following them. So yeah, University College London, another big university, but that would be their college rowing. So University of London is made up of a lot of colleges, kind of like the colleges like Durham, and Oxford, Cambridge. So University of London embody them, but that is a college group, University College London. And then followed by, not entirely sure, couldn't quite see, possibly Reading, I'm tempted to say. And this might be another University of Nottingham crew. It should appear number 71, they should be with us shortly. And number 72. Upper Thames coming down, and some more red and white. So this is the University of West England also coming down, number 74.
UEBC, shout out to them on Instagram. They've got some pretty poor chat at times, but they're good to make fun of every now and again.
Although they have nice leggings, so you know, you win some, you lose some.
It's all about the kit.
Now, who is this? Some interesting kit, I have to say. Possibly not that coordinated. It's number 75, Harriet Watt University. Some kind of yellow, blue and green all going on. They've got a bucket there. It looks to be a bit of a gap in the cruise. Cheering on your big brother. Brilliant. Great to see some family support if you can't be down here with us today. Today it's pretty mild and there's a lot of supporters down at this punting embankment. I imagine there's also a lot at Hammersmith.
Sadly, still no live results coming up on our page, but when we get them, we will send them over as soon as possible.
Now, number 77. This looks to be King's College London, if I'm correct. That is King's College London. King's College London are based out of Tideway Sculler School, up by Chiswick Bridge, coached by Tim Bale, a very successful lightweight sculler.
Big pack of crews coming down now. Big pack of crews.
Almost stroke for stroke between. Who
Durham University taking the wider line on this one, with Imperial sitting right in the middle.
And this looks like Imperial C. You can see a few familiar faces in there. Yeah, big cluster of crews going down. And followed by number 82. So 82 is Quinton Vote should be. Could this be another Vesta crew coming down? Yes, 81, Vesta coming down. Big cheer from Vesta. Vesta's balcony is absolutely packed. Can't see. Of course you can't because you're watching our live stream. But I can. And I can promise you, take my word for it, completely packed. And who's coming down after them? Some blue blades. Have no idea. Now this looks like Oriel Kensington. I'm possibly pronouncing that wrong again. I don't pronounce many things right. But AK in that dark green and pink, recognisable colours. Who is this now? This is 81. Maybe this is Vesta. I'm sure I'll find out depending on the cheer that comes. Yes, I believe this is Vesta. Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. I'm actually really ill. But it's okay. Just give me 1 second to get a drink. 84. Some dark blue. And who's this? 83, maybe? Siri's just turned on. Sorry about that. Siri. There we go. Apparently 83 are Durham, but they definitely can't be because they are not in the right colours. Oh, we've had Wilfred Walker just arrive back in the studio straight off the water, number 19. And we're just looking at who these crews are for you now. To be totally honest, I've got a bit blind for a few minutes. But there looks to be a pretty big gap. Speaking loud, I thank you for hoping that I feel better. Hopefully I will. I stayed in bed most of this week, so we'll be better by next week. I'll try and talk a little bit louder now. It's been a bit of a gap in the crews, but coming down now. Now these crews are looking a little bit wide. Problem is, for those who aren't familiar with the tideway, the waters, the kind of fastest stream of the water is definitely more towards where we are on the side of Putney Embankment.
Yeah, definitely. Those crews are taking a much tighter line than Oxford Brooks and Leander were a little bit earlier on.
Now I can definitely confirm for you, another Thames crew is coming past me now. Thames, I very much recognise their colours. Now, who is this? Number 89, possibly? Could be an Italian crew. And another, this looks like it could be another University of West England 8, closely followed by another 8 in Burgundy. Where is the finish line? Putney Bridge. Where is the finish line? It's Putney Pier. So that's kind of not quite the bridge. These crews will be paddling through the bridge. So it's just a little bit before there's a big pier in Putney. Where the finish is. Some more crews coming down now. someone please get Lucinda a large brandy, otherwise she'll never make it to the end. Well, we've got some Kronenberg. I don't know if it'll do the same job. But we've actually got some Koppenberg as well, which is more to my taste. Lots of crews paddling back now. Few landing down here. If you're from Tideway Scullers or University of London, you've got a long paddle home off this. So it looks like we've got a gap in the crews now. Still very busy down the embankment.
Yep, definitely have. Big gap in the crews.
This probably is the end of Division 2, I believe. And oh, I can see another crew coming down now.
Very interesting. The embankment's starting to get flooded with crews coming in now. Bristol B tapping it up. London Rowing Club coming in.
Oh, I can see now we've got some yellow.
Got 2 yellow crews here.
This is Tideway Scullers that I can recognise.
Tideway Scullers behind
that
them.
Red and yellow. Looking pretty good. Must be Tideway Scullers C, I believe. Tideway Scullers D. So we've got another gap. The wind might be picking up a little bit. Looking at the flag down here. And possibly turning a bit more to a little bit of a crosswind. Oh, someone's got a good line coming down now in some light purple. Ooh, talk of some provisional times coming through now. We'll try and get those to you as soon as possible. Okay, we've just got some provisional times coming for you now. Roy's going to bring you those.
Great direct message from the head of the river team. So, currently we've only got the times to Hammersmith, but to Hammersmith, Oxford Brookes A are currently in the lead by 1.4 seconds over Leander A. So Oxford Brookes currently in the lead to Hammersmith Bridge. We're still waiting on the results from Hammersmith to the finish line, the all-important overall result.
So we look like we're on a crew about 110 for whoever asked there. Connor, 110, I believe. Having just said I thought the wind has picked up, it definitely has. Getting a bit of shake on this gazebo now. Don't worry, it is tied down, so you will not see an ICBC gazebo flying around. Got some crews landing. Some red and white. And this looks like could be an extra crew coming now. X University, this should be number 110 just coming past us. We're aiming to get some live results. You should be seeing them popping up on the screen any minute now. With provisional results to Hammersmith Bridge.
Hammersmith Bridge, I'm getting Oxford Brookes B in 3rd position.
Very impressive from Oxford Brookes. We've seen some brilliant depth for them for the first time. I think the first time ever they in the fixtures in preparation for the boat race this year, we had Oxford Brookes managing to beat both Cambridge and Oxford universities, which I don't believe has happened before. Showing some very impressive stuff these days, Oxford Brookes. Just got some. Rory's amazed at the Anderson. Wow, number 31. Now this looks like Nottingham Rowing Club, if I'm correct. I've got the problem is they all look the same by the time they get to the hundreds. I can't really see. Should be Nottingham 114. Some pretty long hair in the 16. Ah, here we go. This looks like another IC crew, possibly the ICBC novices. Coming past us now, ICBC D, that's right. Big cheer from where we are at IC now, because we've also got some of the first and second eights back off the water, supporting their fellow athletes. I imagine the first head of the river for some of the guys in that boat. Always very exciting. Pretty long course. Rating the commentary at HORR. Thank you, Cameron. I'm trying my best. This is Lee Rowing Club. Now, not only are Lee in their brilliant orange kit, they are in an orange boat. Definitely easy to spot there. Could you keep telling us where we're at? I'm trying my best, Marie. I will try even harder. The reason why Brooks be as fast is big boy Gareth. I actually imagine you're probably quite right.
Gareth Seifas raced Oxford in the trial, the private fixtures against Oxford. Beat Oxford there.
Ah, 117. For some reason, some of these I can read. 117 should be Broxbourne coming past us now. There's quite a lot of crews that are white and blue, I have to say. Good luck to all from Shiplake. We're big fans of Shiplake up here. We're hoping that they'll do well at School Centre as well. Also got some stiff competition going to Champions at School Centre. I would catch our live stream. We should be live streaming that again. Hopefully even with more cameras and more angles than ever before. We're just increasing as this weekend goes on. Now there's a big cluster of crews coming past me now. I believe they're being led by a Vesta crew, and then there's 2 crews following them. Looks like they should be some international crews. Yes, Head of the River just announced Brooks 1, Leander A. So apparently Head of the River has just announced that Brooks have led to the finish. We're just going to try and confirm that for you now. Yes, we've got confirmation that Oxford Brooks have won Head of the River this year. Very impressive university crew. I'm sure that will be very interesting for anyone that's been following on Twitter. There's been things said about levels that Oxford Brooks are aiming for and the levels that Leander Club are aiming for, but Oxford Brooks have indeed come out on top this year. Very impressed. Looks like 127 might be coming past now. 127 definitely aren't coming past because I'm definitely sure those are not Kingston. Go 124, 126 a mention. So this looks like 124. Good thing I checked. 124, a Swiss crew. Big shout out to them. Come all the way from Switzerland. Switzerland's a wonderful country. And we've got some support here watching, which is brilliant. Especially international support. We've got 194 of you watching now. I'm sorry that you all have to listen to me. So we're going to hopefully try and get some times for you updated to the finish as soon as possible. Now, this is a very good race coming down. Now we've got 127, that looks like Kingston Rowing Club, and must be 126. This could be this Swiss crew. They are almost straight for soak down to the finish. Wow, this is tight race. Bow ball for bow ball there. It's going to be... Now, I imagine that the Swiss crew will have a little bit faster water as they come down here, but it looks like from here, Kingston seem to be pulling ahead. If only the Swiss crew knew the support they were getting from their home country at the moment. But to be totally honest, I don't think I could tell you. But 126, 127, very difficult to see from where I am, but very tight race, very good racing down to the finish there. Another few crews. That could be Curlew in that light blue. Looks like Curlew. See, I'm getting a bit better. There we go. 129, and then we've got 128. That looks like it could be Weybridge Rowing Club. 131, Stratford upon Avon, I believe. And then in some light blue. In fact, I have no idea. Some more light blue. That could be Curlew. And someone's also taking a bit of a narrow line down here. Very tempting, I guess, to take that tighter line, but Tideway is a pretty tricky place to steer, and you've got to really think about where the fastest water is in the middle of the river. So, stream does look pretty fast today. Perhaps not as fast as it is sometimes, but top 3 posts on Twitter. Thank you, Charlie. Swans for Breadship. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, but brilliant all the same. Lots of crews paddling back now. Throw down on the time where we don't have a luxury of pontoons. On a ramp, and we've got lots of brilliant supporters bringing wellies to people trying to get off the water. Ollie Stano, Leander C. Should be Leander C, not Leander B, I believe. Ollie Stano, just let us know. Okay. BS Thames Cup. Ah. Now, crew in blue coming down now. Could be Hatfield College Durham, I believe. So as we kind of get into these later numbers, we should have some college rowers coming down. Rowing in the UK, very popular sport at university. I'm sure the same speaks for all over the world. A lot of people take up rowing at university, and a lot of people go on to do brilliant things. I mean, Pete Reed started aged 20. Oh, we've got some more tight races coming down. That's like 100 and could be 138 coming past me now. Bexhill. And we've got two crews again, bow ball for bow ball, as they come past us here at ICBC. I believe that could be a college. Couldn't tell you who they are, but very tight racing. Unlike the previous race, we've got this crew on the inside line seem to have taken the rate up a little bit and pulling a little bit ahead. But still all to play for. Gonna have to watch their steering. They almost look like they might be steering into each other a little bit. Want to be avoiding a blade clash this late in the race. Yes, and these crews coming right across next to Bishop's Park. So in the background of your screen there you can see Bishop's Park. We're based here in Putney overlooking that kind of goes into Fulham. Looks to be a few people standing there. Getting a good vantage point. Someone's taking a good line down here in black and yellow. Black and yellow, I only know that to be York, but I believe someone else. 146, that's Glasgow University. Glasgow also take a long trip to get down here, I imagine. Glasgow is pretty far north from where we are in London. But Glasgow looking pretty sharp as they come down. And this looks like 145 following them. 145 is Sheffield University. Not quite as far, but pretty long trip down here. And no problem for the streaming commentating. We're really enjoying ourselves. We've got a brilliant view. So, looking at this draw, there's 313 crews, so we're coming to about halfway through now. So, still 190 watching. Right, you're all still with us here. 144 coming past me now. 144 from Henley Rowing Club. Henley Rowing Club. Big club now. They've got a brilliant junior program going, especially their junior women are doing fantastically well at the moment. And there's going to be a big match up between Henley and Headington tomorrow at School's Head. Henley came out on top in the junior category at Women's Head yesterday, but I think it's all still to play for. The Headington girls historically very strong, so we'll see what happens there. 140. I actually have no idea who that is, I'm afraid. Trying to keep track. This could be green and pink. In fact, I have no idea. Sorry about that. Hopefully you might recognise. Might just see if we can get that text for the screens so you can still see the crease behind them. No, 147. I'm tempted to say 147. Who are they? Look at this draw. HSBC. Assuming that's the bank, I believe they do indeed have a boat club. HSBC, very big bank. Don't know how their boat club is, but seem to be doing a good job. Oh, hi Pete. Yes, I am enjoying myself. I'm totally unqualified, but see some familiar faces down on the embankment. They can't see me. Please give a shout out to boat 184 if you see it. Quite right, Jason. I probably won't see it, but I'll give them a shout out when we see some 180s, and we'll hope for the best, I guess. Looks like Lee could be coming down now. Lee, big shout out to Lee for their orange club colours. I can recognise them. Too many of you all picking blue. I don't know who you all are. It's like dark green. Oh, there we go. Got the numbers a bit smaller now. 10:28. Someone in dark green. Let's have a look. In fact, I have no idea. I properly get no idea if anyone was here at WeHor. I started talking about the dogs that I could see. 197 Team Leicester. I'll have a look. There we go. Can anyone read that? I feel like I should be able to read that. I'm going to take a punt and say it could be Sheffield University, or in fact I have no idea. Sorry if that wasn't you, Sheffield. But at least you got the extra shout out. Looks like there's another gap in the crews. We've got someone with a sign there. Oh, we've got some people looking up at me. I should probably sit down again. They do look quite pleased to see me though. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a gap in the crews. Still very busy here on the embankment. Lots of stuff going on, lots of crews coming off the water. Some might have a long way home, some might be hitting up the after party tonight. I think it's free entry into London. It was very fun last year. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap in the cruise now. I think the wind has died down again. Once more. But the water is looking very flat. If anyone saw what the tideway looked like last year, sorry. Some pretty rough water last year. Ooh, we have another crew coming down. Now hopefully this is the start of the next division, which would make that St Cuthbert Society from Durham. In fact, looking at this draw, looks to be I had a bit of trouble yesterday. Results have now started being announced online. Thank you, Rory. Not you, Rory. Rory Copus. We've got two Rorys up. One Rory up here. So that should be St Cuthbert Society. I had a bit of trouble yesterday. Brooks A 17:27.6. Pretty rapid. Got some Leander A 17:27.7. Wow, 0.1 of a second in it. That is madness. And then Brooks Bree coming in at third, 17:44.7. That is very impressive from a second day. Finishing in third position. Yeah, that's what we've got now. Rory Copes, Leander C 17:52.5. Hopefully get those results up for you soon. Looks like 153 is coming past me now. It's in yellow. That would be Van Mildert College Durham. Can almost guarantee I said that wrong. 154. Bath University? Possibly. Bath's a very nice town. And 157. Collingwood College, Durham. Yeah, but they seem to have labelled where these colleges are from. Today, at the WeHor draw, we unfortunately did not know if they were from Oxford, Cambridge or Durham or anywhere else with colleges. Which was slightly troublesome, I have to say. Hopefully getting some results being put up on the screen now for you. Who is that? Some very nice blades, whoever they are. Some nice detailing. But I'm afraid I couldn't tell you who they are because my eyesight is not that good. $158 if I'm correct. 158 should be Emmanuel College, Cambridge. Coming down. Looking pretty sharp. We were actually at the Oxford Torpers the other day. Had one of our photographers shooting. We should have a photographer based somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where he is at the moment, but we might have some pictures coming out. We should have some boating pictures if you were around at Putney. So there's a gap in the cruise. We've got some followers on Instagram? Great. Follow us on Instagram, all mark one. Shameless plug. Looks like 161 Jesus College, Cambridge, followed by 162, quite logically, Cardiff University. Now, did Josh, I'm going to say his name wrong, did Josh Bajowski? I believe he started at Cardiff University. He's now the Oxford Blue Boat. I'm really sorry, I probably said his name wrong.
Butchered the name right there. Butchered.
We'll call him
I will
Bug.
also refrain from saying it just in case.
Now we've got another pair of crews, Balball for Balball down here, but they should be some either Oxford, Cambridge or Durham colleges, but I'm afraid I missed who they were. Can I please have a shout out for Tom McQueen, Mighty Four Seat and Brasenose College Boat Club, number 172.
The big
All right,
four-seat,
I will
the
try
big
and spot
four-seat.
Tom McQueen.
Definitely in the engine room in the 4-seat, chugging away.
I'm looking as hard as I can. Let's see who this is. 100 and... Should I stand up? Ooh, I have no idea. Should it be the 170s? I think this... I think I can see 171, possibly. 171 should be Christchurch College. Christchurch, some of us may know for their featuring in the Harry Potter films. That's all the information I can give you on Christchurch. I'm afraid. But they've... Actually, I do know something about Christchurch College Boat Club. I believe they sent a first 8 to head of the Charles Regatta. That could be 172. Oh no. Problematically, my laptop thinks I'm talking to Siri. In fact, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, it should be back. Looks like 167. University College, Oxford, coming past now. And can you give a shout out to Crew 250 BD Rowing Club? Many first time tideways in that boat. I will do my best, Doug. Now this looks like 170 in the purple. 170 King's College, Cambridge. King's College, a very beautiful Cambridge college. Now I'm trying to think about what colour. Brooks take out 4 places in the top 10. Incredible. Brooks have really, especially even
Brooks,
last year.
Brooks D have slid into 10th
This is
position.
crew 174. 174 Fitzwilliam College, Cambridge. Fitz College. Then this crew coming down here without a bow ball. Not a bow ball. I'm sure they have a bow ball. They didn't have a bow number. Sorry about that. 177. 177 Collingwood College, Durham. In some dark green and yellow. I'm afraid I might have missed Brasenose. 3 out of the top 5. Incredible from Brooks. Looks like 179. 179 the University of Manchester. And looks like University College London, another big cluster of crews, 175 also coming down. 175. That would be Grey College, Durham. Someone a bit far away I'm not able to see. And then 178. St Catherine's College, Cambridge. But quite a few crews sticking quite close to this line of boats now. Looking good. Shout out, yeah, Glasgow to Glasgow Uni, 132, 146. I'm afraid, Kieran, they probably will have come past. But if I could go back in time, I would shout for Glasgow. I'm just off to get a tissue. about that. We're back now. Sure you didn't miss me too much, but just in case anyone did. Another crew coming down here in some maroon. I'll get the straw back out of my phone. Now, who's coming down here? 184. If I'm not that blind. Hertford College, Oxford. Coming down here. Someone in a very interesting coloured boat. Oh. This is a red, yellow and green boat. I have to say I've never seen anything like it. Coming past us here. 185.
Oh, they've definitely got a few like that. I've definitely seen some Coxed 4s, Coxless quads, all in the same colour
Whole
scheme as that one.
university. Well, hopefully
Very interesting.
going to have some Brooks boys coming for an interview. Fingers crossed. How can we see the results list, please? It should be up online. We'll put a link in the description. Redlam, hopefully. Ah, 2 more crews coming. Bow ball for bow ball down here. Oh, someone wants to send us a message on Instagram. Lot of multitasking going on here. There we go. There should be a link there to reach the results. Now they have the crews. Let's see who's coming down here.
Greg Davies is in the chat.
Greg Davies, big fan. Great to hear that you're big fans of Shiplake. We're looking forward to tomorrow too. Going to be some tight racing for Champ 8s, but
Yeah,
I think it's all to play for.
Definitely.
Especially considering
Shiplake
what happened last year.
setting off first after the big win last year. So it will definitely be interesting to see how well that Shiplake crew gets on. Like the Shiplake crew from last year have definitely stepped up. I mean, the levers such as Henry Boysbrook and Seb Newman moved into some of the top Oxford Brooks boats this year, and they've still got some rowers like Ollie Newton, who went to final trials last year.
Got another crew coming past us now. That should be 182 or 192. Must be 192 by now. Glasgow University. Possibly not. Possibly Glasgow, possibly not. Got some more crews coming down. It's a pretty good kit coming just past us now. There's a crew without a bow number. In fact, I
Seems to have tipped over. It's lying vertically up.
Oh,
You know, for the standard All Mark 1 helicopter shot that our budget nearly stretched to.
definitely
bit.
didn't stretch to. Trust me. So if only. Maybe when we get stable jobs in the next 15 years. But for the moment, we're eating chocolate fingers that were reduced in Tesco's. There you go. Crew coming past us now. Look like they've jacked the rate up to come down to this final. Where are we at ICBC? Is it 500 metres to finish? About 600 metres to finish. Which of course will pass a little bit quicker with the stream you get on the tide rate compared to in a regatta race.
Yeah, it's about 500 metres to Westminster School for the finish of School's Head. But it's a little bit further for the men's head, which finishes at Putney Pier instead.
It looks like it could be another King's College London crew. Do you recognise their kit? But very rapid crew coming up on their inside. Who is that? 201. We're really going for it. Ardingly Rowing Club.
We're definitely
winding
seeing
up
the
to
rate pumping up quite a lot here. Starting to feel it's a little bit colder. I think the wind's probably picking up on the outside of this bend. So all the coxes that were moving over to the inside might have a little bit more of an advantage getting out of the headwind at this time. Wind against tide and all that.
Looks like it could be another ICBC crew. And here, big shout from the balcony below us. Yeah. Always great to hear club supporting each other here. And another light blue crew coming past. Light blue. Can't quite read their number looking at this draw. In fact, I couldn't tell you. Pretty big gap now.
Pretty large gap
oh yeah,
now.
we've got a crew photo for the ICBC novices going on just below us. A few people out on their bikes. A very nice, looks like a cockapoo. Anyone was here yesterday, we're going to start doing some dog updates. Because, oh, there is another crew. Oh, and there's a very nice beagle. Beagles are very nice dogs. Not as nice as retrievers, but pretty nice dogs. And 202 this looks like coming past me. 202 should be Signet Rowing Club. I think Signet are based up by Barnes Bridge. Got another grey boat coming down. This is the motivation. If you come and take a bit of a wider line and come close to this line of boats, I might be able to see your bow number. So all about the is that collateral gains? I don't know what collateral means, to be quite honest. Landa, possibly. Yes, I do. Let's not say where I am.
Yeah,
208
we don't want
could
random
be.
people turning up there, do we?
Cambridge 99. Some more close racing here. A big dark yellow boat and a white boat. Look to be about 200 something, 214 maybe. Tyne Amateur Rowing Club possibly. Now, this must be Vesta. They look like they are actually wearing some light neon yellow base layers.
They've gone for an Oxford Bricks approach with the bright yellow base layers.
You see, this might be where we see this Vesta crew could approach the top 10 now, wearing that kit.
Definitely. All they needed was a bucket in that boat, and they probably would have won it.
Now, give it 3 seconds, the cocks will shout footplate, and they will be at the finish line before you know it. Another light blue crew, this looks like could be Nottingham Rowing Club. I'm going to take a punt at Nottingham Rowing Club and assume that I am wrong. They from Australia, oh my god. What time is it in Australia? It must be pretty late at night in Australia, Richard. But I'm sure you're a bit warmer than we are on the top of this roof.
We are definitely questioning your life choices if you're watching Head of the River in Australia right now.
No, I definitely no. Always good to have. Roy, don't deter the international viewers.
The wind is definitely picking up now. The headwind coming into this part. It's turned more to a crosshead coming from Bishop's Park on the opposite side of the bank. You can see all the big flags, Thames Rowing Club, London Rowing Club.
Now, a gap in the crews, a perfect opportunity to check the doggos that are around at the moment. Oh, Another small terrier is just passing beneath me now. Always hoping there's a bigger gap in the crew so we can spot the doggos. Oh no. Just see that beagle. That beagle looks like a good boy. He's sat with his owner very attentively. Attentively is not a word, I think it's attentively. Oh, another small. That looks like a Jack Russell. And the crew's coming down, so unfortunately I must go and try and find out who the crew is rather than watching the dogs. 23 degrees. It is not 23 degrees here. I've been to Sydney. Sydney's very nice. Been up to the Great Barrier Reef, that was also very nice. Yeah, of course. It's the winter, it must be the Australian summer. Maybe the Australian kind of autumn. Oh, another gap in the crease. Back to the doggos. If you're a cat lover, I'm sorry, but I'm allergic to cats and most people don't walk their cats. There we go. Cavalier King Charles Spaniel is approaching. He too looks like a good boy, very happy. He's actually looking up at me as we speak on this balcony. If only we could be friends. Lots of supporters out today. Really great to see. Support does make the difference. Crews probably won't be able to hear what you're saying, but they'll hear the cheer all the same. And it's like a mini schnauzer as well. But alas, some more crews are coming your way. Will you be streaming Schools Head tomorrow? William, we will be streaming Schools Head tomorrow. Should have some commentary for some
we'll
other
be trying to give it a go. We're hoping that the weather stays on our side and we're able to stream properly. But I guess we won't really know until tomorrow morning.
221. I can absolutely read that. 221 is St Andrews. What number are we on now, pal? What number are we on? I've just seen 221, 222, 222, City of Cardiff. Now we've got 45 minutes estimation on having some Brooks boys here for an interview. They're at Barnell's. They're just de-ringing now after big win for them. We'll be very excited to speak to them.
Definitely a result that we've got to wait for. They're checking the finish camera and the start cameras with 0.1 of a second between Brooks A and Leander A. All of the Leander coaches will be trying very hard to get that amended.
There is a lot of wind now. Our gazebo is shaking.
The chocolate
I'm not worried
fingers have
at
gone
all.
flying.
As long as our camera equipment, chocolate fingers have gone flying. I'm afraid I'm going to eat them off the floor anyway. Perhaps switch off the live stream if you are judging that life choice. Another crew coming down now.
Manchester University coming off the water. UEA BC paddling past us in their new USP 8. Definitely looking pretty together there. Got some big guys in that boat. We got Charlie in the 5 seat. Josh Davies in the 7 seat.
Who's this coming? This is like number 225 coming past us now. Kind of already, I think we've got 313 crews here today. So kind of getting to the last 100 boats. Maidstone and Victor. Yeah, it looks like them in that light purple I can see. Here we go, a gap in the crews. Doggo update. No new doggos to update. Oh, I'm sure you can hear my heart breaking from wherever you are. Some black and red. I'm tempted to say this could be Gloucester. Yeah, it should be 224. Yeah, there we go. Gloucester Rowing Club. Maybe check out the photos from Ben Rodford Photography. He's, I think, once was Gloucester Rowing Club captain. There's a big cheer for Gloucester. There's like another Thames crew. Thames going potentially even wilder when the first date came past. They might have had a few beers since then. Even though it is now 12 o'clock. It's the afternoon, it's probably acceptable to drink now. 227. Closely followed by 228.
Big cheers
The
now.
Royal Air Force. Big shout out to the Royal Air Force. Do some brilliant work. Also getting a bit of rowing in. Not too bad. I think we might have a new commentator coming our way. I'm sure he'll introduce himself to you. I'm sure he'll be a bit better than I am. Another cluster of clues coming past. Looks like it could be another London Rowing Club clue. Yeah, we're giving Rory a break now. Checking some camera stuff. So we're moving some cameras now, give an alternative view for you now. Oh, we're going to have an interview. This is very exciting. I haven't quite followed who we're about to interview, but it's going to be pretty exciting. Got some IC boys on the roof with us now. Yes, we're going to have an interview with the Imperial College Boat Club boys. They look like they're getting rid of stage fright, but hopefully we can convince them over. $257 are in their new Wintec. Wintec's a pretty good boat. Glad they've got a new Wintec to use. Now some crews are coming very close to Bishop's Park now. Not the fastest water. Looks like there's another gap. There's a yellow crew coming down now. Looks like they've dragged the rate up. They've got about 600 meters to go to the finish now. Taking a pretty good line.
Fuck you out.
Should be 257 now. What part of the course are we at? So William, we are based at Imperial College Boat Club. We have a big shout out to them. Would not be able to do this without them. So we are kind of about 600 meters from the finish. Next door to Thames Rowing Club, if that gives you your bearings there. Yeah, about 600 meters from the finish, a bit closer to the School's Head finish, but Heather River finishes down by Putney Pier. Someone's filming me. Any GB reps in Molesey A? I believe Moseby, he was in the 5 seat. I'm sure we all know who Moseby he is. He needs no introduction. Definitely repping GB. Part of the current, or at least for a long time, the GB flagship boat, the Cox's Ford. Now we've got some more Brooks outfits coming down. This must be Vesta again. You can hear the cheer. Now again, they'll come into your screen in a minute. I'm sure they'll be going very fast in that outfit. Straight for straight, then I'll be with another boat in the middle. Not entirely sure who's coming past now. Yeah, but hopefully we've got some Brooks boys coming and some Imperial boys coming to hear some interviews. If anyone wants to stick with us, we should probably film those separately and put them up, but might be able to stream them live for you if you're waiting around, anything. So someone coming in dark green. Right, I couldn't tell you who they are, but quite a lot of comments on this stream so far. Okay. Another gap in the cruise. Oh no, here they go. A few more coming down. A few crews starting their paddle back. Okay, going to put up the stream. So in a second, we're going to have an interview with yet to be introduced unidentified Imperial College athlete. So I'm going to disappear for a bit. I'll speak to you later. Oh, please identify boats rather than dogs. Very sorry about that. I'm afraid I can't see. Here we go.
Right, unmuting.
Hello, so I am here with Edward Bentley, 2-seat of the Imperial College First Day. We're going to ask him a few questions. So, how was your road today?
Yeah, it was alright. Came 9th. It's a bit breezy, but the water's quite good. I guess best conditions for a while. It's been
And are you happy with your result?
yeah. I think top 10, quite a strong field. It's pretty good. Maybe could have bumped up a few places, but overall happy. Yeah.
Where will you be after partying tonight?
Well, here for a bit, starting soon, and then we're heading over to the Slug because we don't want to pay to go into Thames.
It's a good idea. And how great is Imperial College Boat Club? For the younger viewers who might want to come here.
Yeah, it's really good. I think if you want to study at a high level and row at a high level, then it's probably one of the best places, or the best place to come.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you very much. Back to the rowing.
Might have to retest this. Apparently I'm now live. Might be. Bro, do you think it's working? This. Okay, theoretically should be back on the commentary now. I'll try and have another look at this, the boats coming down. In fact, have we got to the end of cruise yet? No, there's still cruise coming down. It's just another bit of a break.
Oh,
So we're also going to try and send another mic down now, so we can talk to more of the Imperial College First Eight, who were ninth today. Pretty good result in a very strong field. Yeah, in fact, the top 5 completely Brooks and Leander made that up. Really impressive. Yeah, so it looks like 262 possibly might be coming past now. We've got a better draw here. 262 Magdalen College, Cambridge. And afraid I just can't see. That's the problem. Possibly 263, but that would mean that the university match. I don't think those are their colours, so gonna have to try and wait for a crew to come a little bit closer. Yeah, Greg and Amy saying, great to see many chip plate rowing alumni race today. Definitely got a very good programme at chip plate, and it's either 254 or 64. So 254 being St Aidan's College Durham, 264 being Sheffield Hallam University. Could be 254. Sorry about the lack of identifying the crews. It is a little bit difficult from up here on this roof to see these numbers. They are a little bit small. Looks like some light purple coming down, but I'm afraid I can't read these numbers. We're in the 250 to 60 region, I believe. So 256. I think that is Durham C. I think we've got our bearings now. Should hopefully these crews coming down in order, in which case we can identify them a bit easier. Does seem to be another gap now. More crews coming down as we speak. Coming a little bit closer. Fingers crossed I can see which number they are. This looks like it could be 257, Chester University. If we take that assumption that that's 258, that would make it Liverpool John Moores University following behind them. Yeah, so we're approaching very close to only 50 crews left to come down the course out of a big field. This looks like, again, 250 something. This could be 258. Hopefully if you're a fan you'll be able to recognise the club colours. We're in that kind of region, 258. Might have just gone past us here. Well into Division 6 now. Division 6 or 7 divisions. Division 7 being a pretty small division. But the wind has died down. So it's feeling a little warmer. Maybe not quite as warm as our friend earlier in Australia, where it was 23 degrees, but a little bit tastier. 260. Royal Veterinary College potentially. 262 maybe. We get Magdalen College Cambridge. I believe that is 262, Magdalen College Cambridge.
Yeah, another big shout out to the Magdalen College crew. Believe Joe Smith is in the 7-seater there. A School's Head 2 times winner in the 7 seat.
264 coming past now. 264 will be Sheffield Hallam University, I believe. It looks like 266 or 268. Either Salford University or Merton College, Oxford. Not entirely sure. Another cluster of crews coming down now. Been quite a few gaps in the crews recently, but looks like we've got a few more coming down here. Like 267, Queen's College Cambridge in the dark green. And the others are a little bit far away. Can't quite see them. Looks like University College London also coming down in that purple and blue.
Yeah, the crews have most definitely started drifting over onto the inside bank now.
This looks like purple and yellow. Could be the University of Manchester. There looks like some dark red and yellow blades, but I'm afraid I don't know who that is. It's just too far away to read these bow numbers now. Especially as crews are kind of taking that line close to Bishop Park side of the bank. It's getting a little bit too difficult to read.
Definitely moving into the last lot of crews now. Crews are definitely starting to take a tighter line around here. I think they're slowly looking at the crews in front of them taking a tighter line and just seem to be matching it. We've got the UEA novices passing us now. UEA Boat Club based in Norwich. Moving past us in their very recognisable yellow and blue Stamfleet. UEABC here.
Tell them we have protein.
it might have just been switched back on. We've now moved down to the Imperial College balcony, come down from the roof, and we're waiting on some Brooks boys coming for an interview on their way from Barn Elms, where they just de-rigged. Should be here shortly. Still some crews coming down. Probably. But I might be able to see who they are from down here, which is good. Definitely getting to the late 200s, I would assume, of these 313 entries. Still very busy down here on the embankment. Just keeping an eye out for these Brooks guys on their way. Hear how their race was. So still actually pretty difficult. It looks like 298, but I've actually left my drawer upstairs. Yeah, I've got my phone. 298. That should be a Trinity Hall College, Cambridge. You've just gone past. Sorry. Yeah. Still, if you use this crew, don't seem to have a bow number on them. But I believe this is Warwick University in that black, red and white blades. Still some crews here, and I can see some crews almost up by Harrods now, but looks like there's big spaces between these crews. Coming down here. Not sure if you heard that. We love Edinburgh. Not a problem. 297 just coming past me now. Yeah. I don't know. Cuthbert Society, Durham, 297 have just come past. I saw. No message. Another few crews coming past. Definitely getting near the end as we hit number 300. Not many left to come past us here now at IC. Sorry. Pretty busy here, lots of supporters. Just gonna keep on it now. This looks like 301 possibly. Coming past us, 301, a Putney Town Rowing Club, Putney Town. Have a long paddle back to go. Anyone at Putney Town? A few more crews coming. But it looks like the last few crews might be at Harrods now. Could still be more around the corner, but hopefully it is getting a little bit chilly. We're hoping they are now at Harrods, which means they're kind of not too long to get to the finish, maybe about 2.5 kilometres, I think. I believe it's around that from Hounsfield. That might be slightly the wrong distance if we're thinking about School's Head. Who is that? 300 and... That looks like 307. 307. Oh, Devil's Elbow. Should be. And that looks like 304. 304 London Otters Rowing Club. Coming down now, they've taken that line close to the opposite bank. I'm unable to see what number they are, but they are a little bit far over there. The water's not as fast, especially as this kind of tide goes down. It's not as much stream, so we want to try and take as advantage of that as possible. Stick in the middle. Another two crews coming down, looking pretty close here. Dark yellow boat. Could be 312. 312 are... I already said that wrong.
A lot of close racing happening now at the entrance to ICBC. You've got three crews. One's definitely taking a very tight line and it's not really paying off for them. Falling behind a little bit. If their cocks moved a little bit over to the right, they'll be sticking with that pack. And the last crew is moving past us right now. Launches are moving past us as well. I think there was a little bit of an issue in that last boat, but they're all back 8 rowing for the last 500 metres of this race. Perfect. With that last crew crossing the finish line, it'll only be a short matter of time before we have some of the Brooks A boats the current provisional winners by only 0.1 of a second to come and talk to us. So make sure you stick around. We'll see how many people we can get and interview. If you have a pretty solid position and want to be interviewed as well, come along to ICBC and we'll see the best we can do. If it's pretty solid, we'll also chuck you an all Mark 1 bucket hat in the post.
From Oxford Brooks A. We're just going to have a quick chat to him about how he found the race. So Harry, obviously pretty big win. Leander looked pretty close to you coming down here. How were they pushing you the whole way down the course?
Yeah, it was sort of battle of blows really, because I think Leander came pretty close to us out of the blocks, and we were just trying to be as chilled as possible and not crack. And then I think after the bandstand we tried to step on. I think that worked pretty well for us, coming around the pier, round to the Chiswick-Ayot, and I think after Hammersmith it was pretty much a case of can we hold on. We saw that we were moving away, so I think it was just a case of, you know, could we carry that through.
So obviously you've got some mixes in that crew, not your normal crew. You've got Matt Tarrant in the boat. How is it trying to kind of get that crew working together so close to the race when you've not got that much time?
Well, Matt was pretty professional about it all really. I think he knew that he was coming into a boat that already had a couple of boat race fixtures under their belt. We had the tideway experience, so I think he just knew that he was trying to buy into what we were doing, and he did that really well, to be fair. So yeah, all credit to him. It was pretty seamless.
Yeah, toughest part of the race?
I think the toughest part was definitely the last sort of 5 minutes. I think I took my line a little bit wide coming along the Putney embankment, but I think credit to the boys in front of me. They were really, really strong and just held on. And you know, racing like that, sometimes it does come down to point one, and you know, we're still waiting for the results to be confirmed. But I think regardless, we were really happy with our performance the whole way down.
Yeah, well, great result from them. That's it from us for now.
Sweet. Thanks, Harry.
Right, so we're back live again. We've just... Right, so we're here with Matt Rowe. Matt Rowe is just fresher this year at Brooks University. He's only his first year, so big thing being in the Brooks First Eight this year. How did you find the race?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Do you want me to hold it, or? It was pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's horrible with it not being confirmed quite yet. But no, if we have pulled that off, then that's amazing for us, and mostly it's just amazing for Brooks to get 5 in the top 14. That's crazy, like almost unheard of, I think. So yeah, I'm gassed, as I'd say.
And how did you find it being the youngest person in such a strong crew? People like Matt Tarrant in the boat, probably a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I just try not to let it get to my head. I was just another race, as if I was rowing with my school last year. I was hopefully in there for a reason, so I just wanted to try and hold my own and pull hard, get some good watts, and do what I could.
Yeah, definitely sounds pretty good. Great.
Fantastic. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, understood. Well done, Matt. Hi guys, thanks for watching the All Mark 1 live stream of Head of the River today. We'll be back tomorrow with School's Head of the River, hopefully with more cameras and a few more personal stuff. We're a little bit better with junior crews than we are with university crews and senior crews. Congratulations to Brooks A and Leander for provisionally winning, but Leander within 0.1 of a second. So keep checking out the All Mark 1 Instagram stories and Twitter account, and we'll keep you up to date for the rest of the day on the final results. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.